The high desert of New Mexico, with its expansive skies and stark, haunting beauty, has long been a place of mystery and legend. Among its most enduring enigmas is the phenomenon known as the Taos hum. For decades, residents of the small town of Taos and the surrounding areas have reported hearing a low-frequency humming sound, often described as a distant diesel engine idling. This sound, which defies easy explanation, has been the subject of scientific inquiry, local folklore, and even conspiracy theories. This story explores the Taos hum through the eyes of its residents, the scientists who have tried to unravel its secrets, and the deep, sometimes unsettling connection between place and perception. It started in the early 1990s. A few residents of Taos, a town known for its vibrant arts community and its picturesque setting at the base of the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, began to notice a persistent, low-frequency sound. For some, it was barely audible, a faint vibration on the edge of consciousness. For others, it was a maddening, inescapable noise that disrupted sleep and daily life. Sarah Montoya, a potter who had lived in Taos her entire life, was among the first to hear it. She described it as a low, throbbing hum that seemed to resonate within her home. At first, she thought it might be a malfunctioning appliance or distant construction, but when she ventured outside, the sound remained, undiminished by the open air. Sarah wasn't alone. Her neighbor, Tom Reynolds, a retired engineer, also heard the hum. His background in acoustics and mechanical engineering made him particularly attuned to such anomalies. Tom conducted a series of informal experiments, using sound level meters and frequency analyzers, but the results were inconclusive. The hum was there, but it defied precise measurement. As more residents began to report the hum, the phenomenon garnered wider attention. Town meetings were held, and local news outlets covered the story. The hum was polarizing. While some could hear it clearly, others heard nothing at all. This discrepancy led to heated debates and even accusations of hysteria or mass delusion. Despite the division, the community united in its desire to find answers. The town council invited researchers from the University of New Mexico to investigate. Among them was Dr. Emily Sanders, a physicist specializing in acoustics. Intrigued by the reports, Dr. Sanders and her team set up a series of sensitive recording devices around Taos to capture the hum. For weeks, the team collected data, hoping to identify the source of the sound. They analyzed the recordings for patterns, frequency ranges, and potential environmental or man-made sources. The findings were perplexing. The hum was consistently recorded, but it didn't correspond to any known industrial or natural sources. It seemed to emanate from everywhere and nowhere at once. With the scientific investigation yielding few concrete answers, theories about the Taos hum began to proliferate. Some speculated that it was caused by secret military experiments or underground installations. The proximity of Los Alamos National Laboratory, with its history of classified research, fueled these suspicions. Others believed the hum was the result of geological activity. New Mexico is a region of significant seismic activity, and some proposed that the hum could be related to movements in the Earth's crust or interactions between tectonic plates. However, this theory was weakened by the lack of seismic events corresponding with the hum. A more esoteric theory posited that the hum was a form of auditory hallucination, a phenomenon triggered by the unique environmental and psychological conditions of the area. The high altitude, dry air, and the cultural mystique of Taos could potentially influence the perception of sound. Among the most intriguing theories was the idea that the hum was a product of the town's own culture and consciousness. Taos has long been a magnet for artists, mystics, and seekers, drawn by its natural beauty and spiritual resonance. Some suggested that the hum could be a manifestation of the collective unconscious, an auditory reflection of the town's unique energy. While the origins of the Taos hum remained elusive, its impact on the residents was undeniable. For some, it was a mere curiosity, a quirky aspect of life in Taos. For others, it was a source of genuine distress. Sarah Montoya struggled with insomnia and headaches, which she attributed to the incessant hum. She found solace in her art, channeling her frustration into her pottery. Her work, already imbued with the earthy tones and textures of the desert, took on new forms, echoing the undulating waves of sound she heard. Tom Reynolds, on the other hand, became obsessed with finding a rational explanation. His home filled with equipment, and he spent countless hours analyzing data and chasing leads. His quest strained his relationships and tested his sanity, but he couldn't let go. The hum had become a puzzle he was determined to solve. Not everyone was adversely affected. Maria Chavez, a local healer and herbalist, embraced the hum as part of the natural soundscape of Taos. She incorporated it into her meditative practices and rituals, teaching others to find peace within the sound. For Maria, the hum was a reminder of the interconnectedness of all things, a subtle vibration linking the human and natural worlds. Dr. Emily Sanders and her team continued their research, expanding their study to include interviews with those affected by the hum. They conducted detailed surveys and psychological evaluations, looking for common factors among the hearers. Their findings were intriguing but inconclusive. The hearers came from diverse backgrounds and had no obvious physiological or psychological traits in common. In a bid to gain more insight, Dr. Sanders reached out to colleagues in other disciplines. Dr. David Green, a neuroscientist, suggested that the hum could be related to a phenomenon known as spontaneous auto-acoustic emissions, SOAEs. These are sounds generated by the inner ear that are usually inaudible but can sometimes be perceived under certain conditions. However, this hypothesis didn't account for the fact that the hum could be recorded on sensitive equipment, indicating an external source. Environmental scientists proposed another angle, examining atmospheric conditions and electromagnetic fields. They speculated that unusual interactions between the Earth's magnetic field and the ionosphere could generate low-frequency sounds. While intriguing, this theory also failed to provide a definitive answer. As the search for the source of the Taos hum continued, the town adapted to its presence. Local businesses capitalized on the phenomenon, selling hum hunter merchandise and offering tours to curious tourists. The hum became part of the town's identity, a symbol of its mysterious allure. In 1998, a breakthrough of sorts occurred. A team of researchers from Los Alamos National Laboratory, led by Dr. Mark Cowan, conducted a series of experiments using more advanced technology. They employed an array of highly sensitive sensors and software designed to filter out ambient noise. The results were startling. The hum had a distinct, measurable pattern, one that was consistent over time and location. Dr. Cowan proposed that the hum could be caused by a complex interplay of natural and man-made factors. He theorized that low-frequency sound waves, generated by distant industrial activities, could travel long distances through the Earth's crust and atmosphere. These sound waves, normally inaudible, might become perceptible in Taos due to unique geological and atmospheric conditions. While this explanation didn't satisfy everyone, it provided a plausible framework for understanding the hum. The mystery wasn't fully solved, but the pieces began to fit together in a way that made sense. As the years passed, the Taos hum remained a part of daily life for those who heard it. Some learned to live with it, incorporating it into their routines. Others continued to seek answers, driven by a need to understand the inexplicable. For Sarah Montoya, the hum became a background note, a constant but manageable presence. Her pottery evolved, reflecting a deeper connection to the land and its hidden resonances. She found a kind of peace in the acceptance of the mystery. Tom Reynolds eventually made peace with the hum as well. After years of fruitless investigation, he realized that some mysteries might never be fully explained. He returned to his love of engineering, applying his skills to more tangible projects. The hum, once a source of frustration, became a reminder of the limits of human knowledge. Maria Chavez continued to embrace the hum in her healing practices, teaching others to find harmony within the sound. She saw the hum as a gift, a unique aspect of Taos that connected its residents to something greater. The Taos hum remains an enduring mystery, a topic of fascination for scientists, residents, and visitors alike. It has inspired books, documentaries, and countless theories, each adding to the rich tapestry of stories surrounding the phenomenon. For the town of Taos, the hum is more than just a sound. It is a symbol of the unknown, a reminder of the mysteries that lie just beyond the reach of our understanding. It has brought people together, sparked curiosity, and challenged the boundaries of science and perception. In the end, the Taos hum is a testament to the enduring power of mystery. It reminds us that, even in an age of technological marvels and scientific advances, there are still phenomena that elude explanation. The hum invites us to listen more closely, to question more deeply, and to embrace the unknown with open hearts and minds. As the sun sets over the high desert, casting long shadows across the land, the hum continues to resonate, a low, persistent reminder of the mysteries that lie beneath the surface of the everyday world. And in Taos, a town that thrives on the edge of the mysterious and the sublime, the hum is a fitting soundtrack to a place where the boundaries between reality and legend blur, and the quest for understanding is a journey without end.